All right, let's get ready for your test. Let's review writing algebraic expressions. So remember, we need to know what these words mean. Sum, hopefully you remember that means add. So we're going to add a number. We don't know, so you can pick some variable for that. You want to add it to 12. And that would be all you'd need to write. Product means multiply. So the product of 4 in a number, this time I'm going to use y for my variable. You can choose another letter. Increase by 5. Well, for increasing, we would be adding. And that would be all you have to do on those. Remember, difference is subtraction, quotient is division. On this one, just simplifying, so we need to remember we can only combine like terms, and like terms have exactly the same variable. So I have a 5y, so I look and I see if I have any other plain old y's. Yes, I do, and the sign in front goes with it, remember, so it's plus 4y, that would be 9y. Do I have any other 2y squared or any other y squareds? No, so I just have 2y squared. I cannot put these two together. 12x, so I'm looking for any other x's, yes, but it's a minus 3x, so that would be 9x. Then number-wise, I have a 5 and a 4, and they're both plus, so it would be plus 9. So 9x plus 9. Cannot put those together because they are not like terms. Again, we're combining and simplifying, so I got a 4x. Do I have any other x's? Yes. And what is the number in front of there? It is a 1, so 4x plus 1x would be 5x. 2y, any other y's? Yes, plus 3y would be 5y. So 5x plus 5y. On number 6, I need to distribute. Remember, take the number in front and multiply it by everything inside the parentheses. So 3 times 2x is 6x, plus 3 times 4 is 12. Nothing I can do to these yet, so I'll just write them down again. Then I'm going to combine my like terms. 6x minus 3x would be 3x. 12 minus 2 would be positive 10. Cannot put those together, so I would be done. So that's simplifying. Again, on this first one, we're going to need to distribute. If we're distributing the 5, we're going to take it times everything inside the parentheses, so it's going to be 5x plus 20. Now we need to distribute the 3 plus 3x plus 6. Usually I like to write down, since I'm running out of room, I'm going to write over here. So I'm combining my like terms. 5x plus 3x would be 8x. 20 plus 6 would be 26. Now, we already did some review of these earlier, so I'm kind of not spending as much time on these, but these are going to be a big part of the test too. So order of operation, remember, you go through all the order of operation, you get down to the last step, it's add and subtract, but remember the last part of that rule. Left to right is very important. So 3 plus 8 is 11, and then we do 11 minus 2 to get 9, and 9 plus 1 would be 10. So 10 would be our answer. Here we need to do our multiplication first. 2 times 3 is 6. Then go back and work left to right. 8 plus 6 is 14. 14 minus 2 is 12. And again, you don't have to show every step, but at least show as much as I'm doing here, because then I'll know what you're doing wrong if you do make mistakes in most cases. Remember, scientific notation has 2 parts, a number between 1 and 10 times a power of 10. And a little heads up, if you can't remember about moving the decimal, if you got a small number, your exponent's going to be negative. Big number, it's going to be positive. So to get a number between 1 and 10, I would put it right there. I can leave off those zeros in front. Second part is always times 10 to some power. If here's where I put it, I'm going to have to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the left, so negative 6. Standard form means a regular old number, so I'm going to move my decimal 5 places. It's positive, so I'm going to move it to the right. So make sure you don't put the decimal down because you're going to move it. So if I move it behind the 5 is 1, behind the 6 is 2, 3, 4, 5. And it would go there, put my comma in. So scientific notation and standard form. Next, simplify. Well, we're multiplying powers of the same base is the rule we're going to use. So remember the numbers in front we deal with just as normally. So 6 times 4 is 24. And again, if you can't remember the rule, use what's x to the fourth mean? 1, 2, 3, 4. What's x to the second mean? 1, 2. How many of them are there? 6 of them. And then you can see, oh, I must add the exponents. Careful here, remember the exponent on, when it's not written in, is a 1, so 2 plus 1 is 3. So if the rule for multiplying, you add exponents, the rule for dividing is that you subtract the exponents. Base stays the same, 9 minus 4 is 5. And hopefully we've learned a negative exponent means it's going to be what type of number? A fraction. So it's 1 over that with a positive. And if you write out what 2 to the third means, it just means 2 times 2 times 2, which is 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So 1/8 would be our answer there.